Hello, this is Backwood Fox with you again. Today I'm going to be changing brakes on a 2013 Chevy Malibu. It's something that I usually a little different from what I usually do, but we want to share some information with you on changing these rear brakes. There's a lot of vehicles that has this type of rear brake calipers and stuff on it, and hopefully it'll help you out, and I'll try my best to explain to you to help how you do this. But before you get started, you really need to before you get the vehicle all the way off the ground, you need to break the lug nuts on it. That way it makes it easier to get off. Sometimes you gotta get a little tough with the tar to get it off. They stick from time to time. But okay. No, this could be a very aggravating thing if you don't know how to get them off. There's another way to do it if you ain't got the tool, but it's a whole lot easier if you get the tool. You can get it off of Amazon pretty cheap. I'll show you the tool here in just a few minutes. I don't know. See, I'm gonna move the camera here, see if I can get you in here to let you see what I'm looking at here. Don't want to and try to keep my hands out of the way as I do this. But that was the bolt that goes in. This is your caliper right here, and the bolt that goes in it is a socket to use on it. On this vehicle is a 13mm, which would be same thing as a 1/2 inch, but it's better to use the correct socket for it. That way you don't round the rim. And I always make sure this is your, you can't really see it, there you go. That lets your caliper float. I always make sure those is not sticking. That can cause, if they stick, it usually can burn your brakes off real quick, and then you'll be right back into doing this again. But I always make sure they move freely, and if they don't, you can get them unstuck, and then take them, and then they will pull out, and you can get some never seals and put never seals on and stick them back in there, and make sure your dust cap and stuff is back on them. That way it won't seize up on you. And you can buy never seals at any auto parts store. So I'm gonna finish taking the caliper off. This has got this one here. I have to get a wrench on this one, or an extension. Well, we can do it like that also. Shoot. Yeah, most times they're lay back for you like that. And see, it's not a normal cut. And this is the tool right here. That will that makes this easy. Right there is, let me get a view here. I don't know for sure. They got several different ones of these, but it's supposed to go right in here like that. That one there don't fit too well. It was a number 4. And then here's an F, different size. If I can hold on to it. Can't hold on to nothing today for some reason or another. But see how that one fits. Falls right into these slots right here. And you can do this without this tool, but it's a whole lot easier to, and this is the tool. I'll show you how it works. You can get it goes over top like this, slides up right there, and then this turns around just like your brake shoe, and then this tightens up against. Okay. Let's see now, what did I do? I'm losing my, there it is. I lost my piece. But this, it's also got like, see the little dowels on the end of it. And that slips over top of it. And it is magnetic. And put the dowels in the slot of your caliper. If you don't have this tool, you can take a pair of channel locks and a pry bar. But the tool makes life a whole lot easier. Now see how that, you got to put pressure and it twist all at the same time, shoving the piston back. Sorry about that. I think there's a right and a left, and I think I got the wrong one. It's turning the wrong way for me. So we'll change it out. It's got 2 different ones. Let's see. I don't know why that's not wanting to work. There she, yeah, it's going. Just slowly but surely, but we're getting it. But no, you can get this little tool off of Amazon. It's a, let's see, It's a they call it a brake tool, brake caliper tool. And you always want to make sure your cup is seated all the way down. See, it got real tight right there, so that one is all the way down where it needs to be. Man, I'll be right back. I'm going to have to get me a wrench, put on it. That loose. As you can see, there's another look at the tool again, how it works, how it comes apart. That's the way it works. I'll be using it on the other side. I'm just going to do one side with you. And, this one was starting to get into the tattletales on the. It looks about half wore, but the outside one, I don't know why, but this car, I'm gonna move it back just a little bit and readjust. There we go. And sometimes, like on these old off-brand shoes and stuff, you have to grind the end of them. Hopefully I won't have to on this one, but I have in the past. I've had to grind them. See that other float? It's working good. I'll have to get something a little thinner to get in. Get that screwdriver. Rest it up. Okay, there we go. As you can see that this little piece right here, that's your tattletale. When your brakes start getting wore down to that before it gets into the metal, and that one there is pretty close to being in the metal, and it was hitting the tattletale. That's what she was hearing. You can see works. I'll show you a new pad here in just a minute, but that lets you know before you destroy your rotor. And when you get them, you're having one without the tattletale on it. And then you're having one with the tattletale. The tattletale was to the outside, so I'll put the one with the tattletale. I think I grabbed two of the same. I did. Okay, here we go. Right there's the new tattletale. I'm gonna get the old pad. Right there's the new pad with the tattletale, and there's the old pad. These are lifetime brakes I'm putting on. I'm not a real big fan of lifetime brakes, but that's all they had, so Lifetime brakes is really hard on your rotors. I always like the semi-metallic brake pads. Organic brake pads, you'll be putting them on quite often if you go to organic, but it's really easy on your rotors. But semi-metallic, you're in between grades of hardness on your brakes, and all it does, it just goes right back in these slots. Like I said, sometimes on these aftermarket, you might have to grind them a little bit to get them into place. See how that one dropped in there, and then this one here, it goes on the back side. Most times the back's a pain in the butt. Because you can't see what you're doing on one of them. That one seems a little long. May not be, maybe just me. Get the dirt out of it. The old road stuff. See if we can get this thing in here. Yep, this one here is just a little long one. They manufacture these things. Sometimes they, I guess, they get a little longer than what, but I'll show you what to do for it here in just a second. I'll be right back. You can take a grinder, but you got to be careful. You got to keep careful. That's all it does. I grind on each end. Well, now each end, I'll grind a little bit at a time until you don't want it loose in there. You want it snug, but you don't want it tight either. Because if it's tight, it's going to burn your pad off. If it's too loose, it's going to drive you crazy from the chatter. Still need a little bit more. But I'm going to take some more off of it. More. You don't have to take it all off one side. I always take it off both. This one here is being aggravating. But I guess when they make the brakes and stuff, the mold and stuff, I'd say once it gets so hot, it expands out. And that's what causes this problem right here to get long. go. And just repeat back what you done. There's the my bolt. Sometimes you have to have I think it's either a 14 millimeter or a 9/16. Righty tighty and lefty loose. You just snug it up. Make sure I didn't get this one too loose. Stitch it back. Okay, that's tight. And when you change brakes, before you start the car, what I've always been taught, some people talk different, but pump your brakes up before you leave. And another thing, before you get ready to start doing a brake job, you need to take the cap off of your master cylinder on the car. That way it lets it, as you shove the piston back in, it vents and won't bust nothing, bust your tank or anything. And that makes it easier to shove the piston and stuff back in. And then that's how you put a set of brakes on a 2013 Malibu Chevrolet. Hopefully it helped you out. And like, if you don't have the tool, I recommend you get the tool, because it will, not only with these, but these other stuff in that kit that will help you do the front brakes, or sometimes rear brakes don't have this type of system on it, but most cars anymore on the rear brakes has that. So to help you out in the long run and save you a bunch of money doing your brake jobs and stuff yourself. Hopefully this has helped you out. Hopefully you don't have to do it the way that I tried it. Well, the way I had to do it the first time I done it was power channel locks and a pry bar, and you got to take the pry bar and stick in here and foul in against the piston, which you can damage the boot and stuff on the piston. Then you got to take power channel locks and twist that back in, and it's a lot easier with the tool and a whole lot better on your caliper. But until next time, this is Backwood Fox, and may the good Lord bless you, and we'll catch you later. And be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Help me grow my channel. I would greatly appreciate any like, shares, whatever you can give me. But I would greatly appreciate likes and shares. And I thank you. Until next time, I'll catch you later.